Thank you, Dr. Simi Singh and Sahani sir. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. This is the 1875th day of continuous webinar conducted by International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy. Today, our guest is Dr. RAKSHA THAKKER. Let us begin the session with 1 minute silent prayer. As you all know, that the International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy comprises of homeopathic lovers, students, and doctors, and we have 3 sessions every day. The first session of the day is already over in Hindi from 7:30 to 8:30. From 8:30 to 9:30, we have the international session in English, and from 9:30 to 10:30, we have a local language session in Malayalam. We are uploading the videos of the same on the very next day itself, so that those who missed the session can watch it again, and those who missed the session can watch it again, and you can subscribe the same without paying any money, and you can share it with anyone who loves homeopathy. And the purpose of this forum is to take homeopathy to every home around the world. We are very happy to say that we have just celebrated the 5th anniversary of IFPH some 2 weeks back, and it was a big day for us, and we have a different set of people coming over there and made different kind of presentations also. And today, as you all know, our guest is none other than Dr. RAKSHA THAKKER. She has completed the BHMS and the CCAH, and this is the chief physician of Thakkar Clinic, Khage, Thane, Mumbai, and she is an active participant in international seminars, as she has presented various papers in different parts of the world also, and she is a person who is comprehending rubric through case presentation, and she has a very good experience with some of the senior legends of homeopathy, and she also facilitated a batch. She has honored by the Elite magazine from Punjab. She also facilitates Black Travel Therapy Foundation course, and so many things are she is doing for the few coming generation doctors as well as the present generation doctors also. So today, Doctor will be talking about a case living for others, a portrait of a silent responsibility. So that's a very, very important case to look into. Hope all of you will be there to study the case, as well as you can make your comments in the later part of the session, as well as you can have a question asking session also in the later part. So we proudly welcome Dr. RAKSHA THAKKER to this session. Welcome, ma'am. Doctor has presented so many sessions in this forum before also. Please unmute.
Hello and greetings of the day. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So first of all, congratulations to IFPH Group for celebrating its 5th anniversary of propagating homeopathy with bonanza of knowledge. So it's like each and every day the knowledge is being shared on this platform and in turn uploaded on YouTube. It is the consistent efforts of the team. So I wish all the very best. Thanks to Dr. Akram Khan sir for the wonderful Hindi session and all wonderful tips. My gratitude to Dr. Dhanesh sir, Dr. Bob sir, Dr. Kudyat sir, Dr. Sani sir as well, and the entire team. So we begin with our session. So the topic being a case, living for others, a portrait of silent responsibility. So we will understand this through a case that at times it so happens that the concern for others, say we are concerned, we take care for others, we even want to take in the responsibility. But when it turns morbid, the patient may approach the homeopath and will require a stimulum to get him to track. Okay, so let's understand the case. So I would just read out the case in brief so that we will understand the dynamics involved in the case. So this is the case of a female, 62 years, comes with lumbar pain, the left side more affected than the right, radiating along the sciatic nerve, aggravated standing, education. She has studied till 8th standard. The family history, father is the village leader, known as Mukhya in Hindi, and the dominant would approach the patient only when he has some work. He wants to get some work from the patient, that time only he will approach the patient. So in regards to household goals or getting something from the market, and very dominating, very abusive, the reason being he was drunkard as well. Okay, so he would drink, and being a mukhya, he would be very egoistic, dominating personality. So he would dominate. Outside he was very good, and in the house he would dominate. Okay, so this pattern persisted till childhood and till date, and the patient had to suffer a lot into this, and it was like creating a scene as if she is being used emotionally neglected. Okay, so even though all this she had support, but she was concerned about her parents, her mom and dad, the entire family. The mom and dad also are my patients. So during their consultation also, be it anything, the patient would make it a point to attend and to visit the clinic, concerned about mom and dad. Doctor, everything is fine in regards to my mom and dad. Please, I'm concerned about my mom and dad, and have a look, and please take care of their health. This patient was married at the age of 17. Okay, so she has three daughters. One is divorced, living with the patient, and the patient says that I am worried about her and want her to settle in life, but she doesn't agree to remarry. Okay, so and patient's sister had love marriage. The patient says, I don't have faith that her husband will maintain a cordial relationship, and I am worried about their relationship. Okay, so see, now it is sister's family, but the patient is so very concerned. So once at a stage when the patient is concerned, it's okay. But when it turns morbid, like more, meaning when it is not balanced, then it turns morbid and the patient will suffer. So everything in balance holds prime importance. Now let us have a look at her mental and emotional traits. So the mental and emotional trait being she avoids conflict, easily hurt. If somebody says anything, she gets easily hurt. Experiences mild anger if her viewpoint is ignored. She is empathetic, can't see anyone in trouble, can't see anybody suffering, can't see anybody in pain. Her emotional responses, like when she see anybody in pain, suffering, then she weeps. Even to the extent when she sees movies or any television soap opera, she starts crying. If anybody if anybody is suffering, she cannot see that. So, and hearing about the suffering, she is organized, meticulous, likes to keep things spick and span. The physical lifespan, so she is having chronic back pain, but still maintains the family relationship, the responsibilities, the household chores, pain aggravated, prolonged standing, muscular movements, maintains routine like clean environment, self-discipline, reflecting strong perfectionist tendency. Past struggles a lot in life. Who says I had struggled a lot? The father was a drunkard. Apart from that, the husband also has to be cooperative, but no much cooperation was there. And being in an environment which is so very toxic, you can just imagine what all the patient had to undergo right from the childhood till date. Okay, so this patient has struggled a lot in the past. Now she says still things are much better. So this as per our title, if you see, it is a case she is living for others with a portrait of silent responsibility. So, if you see here, the responsibility, the care, the concern, it's not that we are not responsible towards our family, nor are we concerned. Yes, we do take care. We are concerned. But when it turns morbid, like too much, okay, at times, and even like I've seen in the clinic, some mothers, they are telling the kids, do this, don't do that. And I'm telling you for your own good, try and understand. But yes, but if it gets too much and the kid will feel, don't get on my nerves, I also need my space. I can understand that you are concerned, but too much is bad for health. Bad when it comes to too much, anything is bad. Okay. So the next, should I reveal the remedy or we have comments in the chat box?
Yes,
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 anyone?
yes. Yes, everybody can comment here.
So they have understood the case and main the portrait living for others and a silent responsibility, the patient's concern for others. Okay, then it is basically the responsibility, the care, the love, the affection, all understood. But here it is morbidity. And as we had seen in the previous session as well, aphorism number 153, the characteristic symptoms are to be taken into consideration while prescribing the similimum. So the rubric which I took in this case was ailments from anger suppressed. Now, why did I take this? Because whenever anybody would contradict her and will not take into consideration her viewpoint, she will not like that. Anger, but it was mild one. Okay. Then ailments from domination because father would dominate since childhood and due to his being drunkard and to add to this his abusiveness, even the mother had to be under his abusiveness and the patient's mother also had to bear all this. Then ailments from grief prolonged, internal grief, he is suffering. I cannot do anything about it. My father is a drunkard and he just hits my mother, hits everybody, and I being used only for household calls to get something from the market. That is the time when he remembers that he has a daughter and he comes and approaches me. Okay, so anger contradiction from cares full of relatives about mom dad consultation. The patient joins them in the consultation and asks about the whereabouts health of the parents. Then cleanliness mania for horrible things, sad stories affect profoundly. Like she's seeing TV soap opera, she's seeing any accident, she will be very much affected. So horrible things, sad stories affect profoundly. Then she cannot support injustice. My dad is a drunkard, my mother is suffering, but I cannot see this injustice and I will never support that. Religious affection to occupy. So this is religious affection. Once we take, like if anybody is praying and the metaphorical meaning is being faithful. So here she is faithful towards her parents and she makes it a point to attend to each and every consultation, be it the main case, the follow-up, she will attend. Okay. And responsibility taken seriously, isn't it? And sensitive to criticism. So the remedy given was carcinosin 200 single dose. Then she was given again carcinosin because she required that. She was still into grief. So repeated after a month. And the reason now for giving carcinosin, as we have seen in Materia Medica, okay, so this is carcinosin is a portrait of responsibility and carcinosin lives for others. The other shade being the rebellious one, but that didn't cover this case. Okay, so she was more into the responsibility taking shade and the concern and care. So if we got to read the Stalwart's book, the Carcinosin is a sensitive person, is an achievement driven soul and fears inadequacy. Now, the reason for being perfectionist is they are inadequate from inside and they want other people's approval. Therefore, the reason of being cleanliness mania for is a rubric, okay? And being a perfectionist, a fastidious, hard to please, and dominated by a fatherly figure. So, Papa, have I done this painting properly? Okay, to the extent of this being Diwali season, to the extent of using a scale while drawing Rangoli as well. Okay, so that much is the fastidiousness had to see the personality. Then somebody has raised hand. We will answer your question at the end. Okay.
Madam,
We'll consider.
madam, some sounds are coming from radio, TV, or something in your room.
No, the TV is not on here, sir.
Maybe some people may be talking. Okay.
Okay, okay. So, shall we continue? Okay. So, the remedy addresses suppression of emotion, perfectionist, anxiety, internalized feeling, and helping the patient find similum, the balance between sensitivity and strength. So, she is a sensitive personality, right? And what she needed was the strength to hold on to all these responsibilities, to tackle with it, and then to be among the strong ones. Actually, if you see, Carcinosin is very high spirited as well. And there is a rubric, thunderstorms love. So, thunderstorms love meaning that when there is rain, thunderstorms, we people at times shiver also. Okay, so we have seen many sensitive people they shiver that there is thunderstorm and now rain is about to come. But these people they love, meaning when there are obstacles, there are hurdles. These people will sail smoothly through it. Okay, so the kingdom this is the nosode. Okay. So nosode is made from the disease product. The cancerous product, carcinosin is made from that. So one point, if we got to see the one point about the
Madam,
carcinosin personality
can
is
you kindly check the surroundings? Some big disturbance is coming, so we can't
just a,
clearly follow you. You may look
just
at.
a, just a minute. Huh? So it's like if we see it is a nosode. So when we see that carcinosin being a nosode, the main theme is control when it comes to carcinosin because domination from the parents. And if you see the cancer cells, once cancer is detected in a patient, there is rapid spread. The surrounding areas all goes into destruction. So there is a need for control. Okay, and this is a very important point that they have to control. They may appear fragile, but internally they are driven. They are polite, well-mannered people, and socially conscious. They're energetic, no doubt about it, but they get exhausted and they are dancing to the tune. So when it is dancing, it is rhythmic. Okay. So when dancing here is taken as metaphorical, meaning that she dances to the tunes of the family. Whatever dad is saying, she does that. Okay. Then desires approval, recognition, then inner vulnerability, perfectionist, responsibility taken too seriously, appreciate it. She wants that everybody should appreciate. She wants approval. She seeks validation. Okay. And She has to control her emotions, fears imperfection, and feels that she will be neglected if she is not being perfect. There is one more rubric if you see in carcinosis, that is delusion martyr. Martyr meaning the one who sacrifices his life for the country. And here, in this case, she is sacrificing herself for the family. Okay, so this case, she did say, I have been struggling in life, and we have a rubric, and I will the rubrics which I have considered here this are all from synthesis repertoire. Okay, so the one line sole statement for carcinosis theme is I must maintain perfection and control my emotions. So my image to be safe, loved, and accepted. Okay, so this case depicts early life experiences, emotional neglect, father's dominance, repeated feeling of being used or approached only for others' convenience. He is concerned about the family welfare. So, when it comes to the rubric high spirited, okay, so a case from my mentor's clinic, Dr. Parina Zumranwala, as I mentioned in the intro, that I have been acquainted with great stalwart, and it's like the embarking the journey. I met them, and through their case, learned a lot. So there was a case in the mental clinic. The patient was suffering from cancer. The report was in the hand of Dr. Parina Zumranwala ma'am. So she was about to reveal that you have got cancer. So she was hesitating how to tell to the patient. Okay. So then it so happened that she was like, uh, your report has come. Okay. So the patient herself was, okay. So it's cancer, no? Sam was like, oh, how come she knows about this? The patient was saying, I am aware it has to be cancer. Don't worry, doctor. In our entire family, there are so many cancer patients, and the breast, the surgery has been done, then mastectomy has been done. Okay, so you don't worry to see the high spiritedness when it comes to cancer, grave pathology, but the reaction which the patient is giving is high spirited. So the patient is saying, you don't worry, doctor. Uh, in fact, the doctor is worried. How do I reveal? But the patient is saying, don't worry, this is common in our family. We have got history of cancer. And carcinosin being a nosol, even though they say you can give intermittent, okay? Intermittently, we may require carcinosin, but random prescription is not allowed. Wherein, when it comes to carcinosin prescription, there has to be history of cancer in the family with responsibility trait marks, no random prescribing, even when it comes to intermittent prescribing as well. Okay, this is the takeaway message. Then, basically, if you see another case, there was a female. She was staying in hostel, and the father was like, "Okay, you have to stand first each year." So she was made to study so much and under pressure and hostel, and she would stand first. She would write a letter to father that dad, I have stood first. And the dad was like, okay, next year also first. Mark it in your diary or mark it in your brain wherever you want to. Next year also first rank. See the domination. Okay. No congratulations, no very good beta, nothing. Only okay, next year also first rank. So this much is the domination. Carcinosin was given to this patient. So you see there is series and bonanza of cases. So in such cases, there is domination. There is too much control. Okay. And one thing, note down, they are very good artists. They love animals. They feel for them because they cannot vent out, they cannot share their feelings. So they feel that it is better to love animals than humans. So there is love animals. Then there is another case with calcareal spur. Okay, this female, yeah, this calcareal spur, both bilateral. So happened that she had a daughter-in-law and three children and one son. So daughter-in-law was such a kind who would get up late early morning. She would never tell what their daughter-in-law. The reason, when asked, why don't you tell your daughter-in-law to get up early? He can even prepare meals right there instead of preparing. No, I won't tell. It's better that I keep quiet so that the harmony of the house is maintained. So it's better to keep quiet. And the favorite song is like those who are well versed with Hindi. My favorite song is Jindagi Har Kadam Ik Nahi Jang. Meaning that whenever life gets in obstacles and hurdles, my spirit is high. Okay? So high spiritedness is key and responsibility taking too seriously again. And I had shared this case in another forum. There was a question raised that, ma'am, differentiate between harmony and why didn't you take quarrel aversion too in this case? So when it is a quarrel, two people are required to quarrel, isn't it? So here there is no two people. She's not quarreling, nor is the daughter-in-law quarreling, and they are harmoniously doing all the course. Be it daughter-in-law being lazy, but this carcinosin patient of ours will never say anything. Okay, so this is harmony desire for and not quarreling aversion too, because in quarreling you require two people, and here when it comes to harmony, she herself is maintaining the harmony. Harmony comes from the word harmonium. Okay? So harmonium, when we go for a concert, okay, so then the harmony, so melodious tunes of the music. But when one string is bent down, then the tune gets haywire. So it's like the harmony desires for and market, it's not quarreling ever is true because quarreling requires so harmoniously and she is her duty. So when it is pathological, okay, so always prescribe in low potency. So carcinosin 30 was given to her, and then you can increase the dose. But in case of grave pathology, it is always low potency. When the mentals are prominent, it is high potency. Skin complaints, you can give LM. LM is best. And this way, if we see that we can cover majority of the cases through it being a nozzle and not a single, I would say, not a single substance where it is not used as a homeopathic remedy. Okay, so such dynamic is our homeopathy, and it is the thing like how much you want to dive into it and how much you will read the stalwart book, then you can extract the pearls from it. Like for organon also, Bonnie sensor is mentioned, there are golden grains imbibed. Okay, provided we read it. And be it a fresher or an experienced person, each time you read, there is each time lovely experience. And when you read in between the lines, you have got to read in between the lines because the English vocabulary which Dr. Henneman sir has used is fantastic. And when you read in between the lines, there is n number of things which he wants to convey. Okay, so and always remember when you read a book, don't forget to read the preface. The preface is a summary of the book. So what the author wants to convey, it is through the preface. So never forget that. One example of the book, Philip Bailey, wherein Philip Bailey sir says that he makes it a point to ask the question, what is it that you want to change in your personality. So the patient, by asking this, it goes to the core, the heart of the patient, and he's like, this is it. This is what I want to change in my personality. So there you get the core crux of the case, and it gets easier. Similar to the earth crux core, then you need to zoom in and you get the crux core. And like the volcanic eruption, the larva inside, burning hot. But to know that, you have to dive in and zoom in, and then you get the extract of the case. It's otherwise the story of the six blind men. One is saying it's the tail, one is saying it's the pillar, but nobody is considering the entire elephant. So that is the reason why at times we have different perspectives in a particular case. The reason is some may look at it partially, some may have a different perspectives to the case, and then hence in each and every platform, I say the discretion in any case lies in the hands of the attending physician, because the attending physician has seen the patient. Many cases are being shared in social medias as well, but the thing is, when it comes to live demonstration, then it is altogether a different issue. So when it comes to the live case, it is the attending physician who is the final judge, and always remember that materia is medica is the final court of authority. The repertory, repertory which we are using, and the root is as the keyword. It is made from materia medica. So when it is made from materia medica, why not consider the ultimate authority, materia medica as well? Okay. So with this, if any questions coming up, sir, Dr. Dhanesh, sir, any questions from the audience?
If anybody is
Yes,
okay,
yes.
then please, yes.
Yes, it was really an excellent case, but unfortunately, due to some disturbance from the other end, people could not follow in a better way. Otherwise, it would have been very nice because carcinosin, as we all know, that it is a medicine and that can works at all time, and particularly when a child or a person so much uh, in demand from the either from the parents or from the higher authorities. He really works in a better way, and he accomplished the same in a beautiful way also. So that what they were expecting, but the thing is that
And
the
sir,
parents.
did a technical glitch be covered in the YouTube video?
Yes, the person, the thing is that then again the parents will demand for higher things, and he will have to work for the same. So also in an office, if the person was asked to do something, then he was able to accomplish the same in a short time, then the officer will push him to do better things in a some more tough thing in a short time also. So he will be compelled to do all those things, and he will do it. But in the meantime, he may get disease in some part of his life. That's what we have noted with these
Because they
cases.
are asked to be perfect, and there also, if you consider the word control, underline it. Eh, so it is like you said, they are asked to be perfect. They are not born perfectly, they are asked to be perfect. That is the dominance. So much is the dominance of control over them.
But one thing
And
I would like to ask, because the carcinosin is coming to, it was not there in the list of materia medica when we were studying. But in those time also, people, our doctors achieved everything through the medicine that were there in the polycus remedy. That means that you will have to understand, you will have to study the polycrust in a better way. And if you are able to choose the right polycrust remedy, that will work. Then nobody need to go into this carcinosin and all those things, because carcinosin was a late discovery, that must we can say. And this is what I would like to add to the session. And Dr. Manoj is always there he can add something more. Before that, let me congratulate Dr. Manoj. He has achieved an award from from a field where it was giving award for doctors who are excellent in all field, and Dr. Manoj need special kudos. And as we all know that tomorrow we are celebrating the Diwali, so it's a Diwali gift to IFPH as well as to Dr. Manoj. And we welcome Dr. Manoj.
Sir, Fobister was the person who proved carcinosin much later than Honeyman-sir. So it is a recent, like you could say, not much like I think after Honeyman-sir, the Fobister sir had proved carcinosin. Okay, so it is not too ancestral a remedy, I would say. So we can use it, but with care. Only when the symptoms matches, that time we can use, not random symptoms. Thank you, Dr. Panna. Thanks for joining in. I'm glad that it resonated with you.
Okay.
Thank you. I think we must remember what Hahnemann told in the introduction of organ of medicine. And he says, as civilization advanced, number of diseases increased. So we must consider, as time progresses, the cancer cases are increasing day by day. So definitely, that is the reason why I think in the recent days, this medicine, carcinosin, is more indicated than past. That is one of the reasons I think. Then again, as a part of this, just the civilization, we always forced to do something in a better way. We are often pressurized, especially in this era of this the corporate companies and the job in the private sector. Everybody is pressurized. So, well, all these things together, I think, constitute a carcinosin situation. That may be the reason it is indicating reason more than earlier days, as Dr. Ganesh said. Yes, that's my suggestion.
And the Gen Z mothers and Gen Z generation wants everything perfect.
Yes. But too much fastidiousness is also bad. That will definitely spoil the person in some at some part of his life or her life. And that's what I would like to add. And I am inviting Dr. Bob Lim to say a few words because he's there. Yes, Dr. Bob.
Oh, hi.
Hello,
It's
sir.
good to be
How are
back.
you?
And thank you for sharing Dr. RAKSHA THAKKER. She's very enthusiastic and keen. But sometimes it's good that you can put in some slides of your case taking. Then we can follow much better. And uh, I'm sure you have done a very good job in sharing your experience. So I just want to share with you that we were having a 3-day intensive international homeopathic seminar by visiting a homeopath who is also a member of the IFPH. I think you should
That's
know.
lovely.
He came here for holiday and also to share his experience, Dr. Rafid, and also Dr. Imran Khan from Pakistan also was here for these few days. So we share a lot and we learn a lot. So I hope that more Indian homeopaths will come to Malaysia and visit us and share your experience.
Thank you so much, sir. It is so kind of you, kind gesture from you. And I always make it a point to all the delegates thank you. And I make it a point to message Bob sir personally that I want you to attend the session, because it is like sir always encourages everyone. Okay, be it boxer as well as entire IFPH team. Ma'am, take session. Ma'am, take session. My health was not good recently, but then once I messaged Ganesh sir, now your health is fine. Now you can take session. And
Yeah,
he,
great.
yeah.
You are very happy and very enthusiastic. I'm sure you're also preparing for tomorrow's big day. Tomorrow, I think we in Malaysia also we celebrate Diwali because that is a big number of Indian population, Malaysian Indian born
And
population here
Saji
celebrate
Kudiak sir,
Diwali.
Saji Kudiak sir said that you'll make a video, even if you cannot come to Kerala, your video we will display it live on this LCD screen. So you make a video, even if it is 2 minutes, we'll do. But you make a video. Then we shared the video, and they said they had displayed it on the screen in Kerala where the
Okay,
fifth anniversary was celebrated.
okay. I wish you and the committee and everyone in IFPH happy Diwali tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Happy Diwali. Thank you.
Thank you. And now, once during Diwali, you visit India.
Yeah, no, we are
You will
visiting
enjoy.
our Malaysian Indian friends. They have open house tomorrow and the day after.
Thank you so much for joining in. Dad is also remembering you. My dad. So, when you have seen this session and learned about carcinosin remedy, now it will be easy for you all to prescribe. Thank you, all the delegates. Keep reading. Yes, it is festive season, but homeopathy is like life. It is so dynamic, so even along with the festive season, and it so happens that when you interact with people at times, the remedy clicks. So interact with people, read stalwarts books, and attend to the sessions, the webinars, whichever is conducted, be it IFPH platform, other platforms. Keep learning, keep shining. Dr. Dhanesh sir, thank you so much for providing
Please
the
continue.
opportunity.
Please continue. I am trying to upload your video next week. If somebody want to comment, please. Please, Sridhar Rupapur sir is there. Sir, please, you can come out and say a few words about this presentation as well as carcinosis, sir.
See, I came only in the halfway, about 9 o'clock. That is why I cannot say what about the things, but carcinosin. That earlier what Dr. Nanesh was telling, during our time, the 50 years back, carcinosin was not using that much. But nowadays, I am using just like that of tuberculum, medorinum, syphilinum, and just like that of nosols. I am using it. It's very useful. Clark says carcinosin is usually in mental cases with a tendency to suicide and a family history of cancer. Mental cases with a background of pride, prolonged fear, or happiness, and also useful in mental troubles which originated from anticipation. Mentally, the patient is either very intelligent and artistic with great affection for fine art, music, drawing, etc., or very dull, distorted, idiotic, backward, mentally defective children. He is either fastidious or possessed with filthy habits. The patient is of obstinate nature. He gets pleasure in observing pleasure in observing thunderstorm. He is obsessed with a sense of rhythm and consequently found on dancing, showing the spontaneous sympathy to others. One of his main characteristics, the child is discriminated, reacts either mentally or physically or through both. There are MODERATORS also there. But so this is the only medicine. All the miasm, not only one medicine, there are so many, but one of the among them that the all that miasms is also, and all to the temperaments also is affecting. So this much only example, family history of diabetes mellitus, tuberculosis, pernicious anemia, syphilis or any other degenerative condition is traced. There may be or may not be such history. If symptoms agrees, carcinosis should be thought of. So it is one of the best medicine what I feel in its own place. Okay, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. It is very good
Thank
for
you.
three temperaments and also the all miasm, all temperament is a very good remedy for that. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much, sir. And sir, there is one rubric, annihilation about to sink in synthesis repertory. So annihilation, if you see aphorism number 2, annihilation of the disease in ergonon, means complete removal. So annihilation about to sink. Sink is the Titanic ship which was about to sink. So annihilation is destruction. So before destruction, better I maintain harmony in the relationship so that the relationship doesn't sink. Very wonderful rubric if we see, and then we must correlate it with materia medica. Okay, so when sir said annihilate, so I just recollected. Okay, so try as far as possible surfing the rubric in the synthesis repertory, and you will be surprised to see so many wonderful, beautiful rubrics added in the repertory. We are even using complete repertory that is free available in www.completedynamics.com. You can go through the rubric. You can repertorize on Sundays, and with paid versions, you can repertorize anytime. But on Sundays, they are allowing to repertorize. So make max utilization of organon, materia, repertory, club it for the benefit and welfare of your patients. Thank you so much.
Now, could you
So
please
any
repeat the
questions?
rubric? Could you please repeat the rubric? What is that? The rubric? Which rubric? Raksha, could you
Someone
please?
had raised hand earlier.
No, no. Could you please repeat the rubric? Which is the rubric you just mentioned?
So now homework for the audience is go through the repertory, the single remedy rubrics in the repertory, and you can club all of them to learn the entire journey of carcinosin. This way, it is learning through repertory, the materia medica, learning through repertory, and vice versa, the learning materia medica through repertory. Both ways it can work. Okay, so all the rubrics jot down, and then you can from the journey from the positive shade to the negative one. Day one carcinosin is not rebellious. So there are circumstances, there is a situation where carcinosin has to adapt to the situation, and when the threshold crosses, carcinosin can no longer bear, then comes the morbidity. The morbidity then sets in. Okay, so each and every person are trying to adapt, and each second we are adapting to. Even a normal, healthy person also has to adapt to so many circumstances and situations. So this is carcinosin morbidity. Okay.
There is time. I like to ask one question.
Yes, sir, please.
If some books it is written that open cases of example ulcerative type of the example unsafe, even harmful in open cases of cancer, but very useful in constitutional disorders like other remedies. Boric recommended in open cases of cancer. What about your opinion? There is time. That is why I am asking. There is 10 more minutes. Hello, madam. Are you able to answer?
Okay, so it's like, see, when it comes to grave pathology, okay, so open cases of cancer, so when it is open cases of cancer, at times we prescribe on pathology, and where constitution, because it so happened that patient at times won't be able to give the entire history. So that time carcinosin can be given, but in grave pathology, it is mild but potency, that is lower potency. But when it comes to where the patient can vent, can give the mental, physical, then it would be the higher potency. So it depends upon the pathology involved. So when there is too much of destruction, be it any remedy, and arsenic, no, arsenic if we give that in the later stages when the patient is about to, like, the vitality has sagged, then in boric it is mentioned arsenic gives peaceful death. So it depends upon the pathology which is involved, which is grave, then low potency. And when it comes to the mentals, if they are strong, you can go in for the higher potency. So it all depends upon the case, the vitality of the patient. If the vitality sags, it is low potency. If the vitality is strong, it is high potency. Hope this answers your question.
So, madam, the question is not about that. Sridhar professor was asking about whether this we can give this medicine in all cases of cancer. That is a question.
Yes, no problem with that. If it matches, then why not? Be it constitutional, pathologic, if the symptoms matches, yes. And they said, oh, carcinosin, no, but it's dynamic, no? We are potentizing it. The main thing which we are giving to the patient is the energy. Even if it is low potency, but it is potentized, we are not giving crude form. No? When it comes to mother tincture crude form, then we would think, oh no. But when it is dynamized, we are providing energy to the patient. So no harm in giving. If the symptoms matches, if you have a history of, say, carcinosis, if you take this remedy, history of cancer, if we have the history of responsibility to mark in the patient, no problem in giving. In fact, the patient will give blessings. Oh, I am relieved.
Madam, what about the closely running medicines of carcinosin?
So closely running remedy, the arsenic. Arsenic is also fastidious, no? But arsenic is in column 4 of the mineral kingdom. That insecurity is based. Okay. So for them, food, shelter, and clothing. Row 4 of the periodic table, the theme is food, shelter, and clothing. So for arsenic, it will be insecurity. So I had even shared this case in IFPH platform, Hindi as well as English. If you recollect the case of arsenic where he was so much insecure and the daughter had done love marriage. So she was feeling that daughter didn't listen to me and did love marriage. So I will not get any help during old age from my daughter. This is the arsenic insecurity. Fastidious is there, hard to preach. Okay, so this arsenic is in biting tumbler as well. So the IPR will get irritated
Madam,
with arsenic personality.
Madam, actually, tuberculum is more similar to arsinosin rather than any other remedy because there is both are having all these parent domination and the fastidious and everything is there.
But sir, tuberculinum remedy, the energy is not channelized and they are restless, no doubt about it. The tuberculinum is used in ADHD and autism cases as well. Okay, but because the energy is not channelized. But when it comes to arsenic, they are also restless, but restless cannot rest until things are at the proper place. But that is the insecurity. When it comes to tuberculinum, there is no insecurity as such. They are the vagabond kind. Okay. They are the ones who are desiring changeability. They cannot sustain in a relationship and they want changes as well. Okay, changeability. But arsenic, see, if we consider one particular rubric, then it can be, we need to add the data in the case. Then we can differentiate between the remedies.
Madam, what about relation with Medorina?
Yes.
Medorinum, when it comes to medorinum, the psychotic miasm. Okay? Medorinum is very secretive and lascivious. lascivious thing is marked in, that is the hallmark of madorandum. They will enter into the relationship secretly. When it comes to fluoric acid, it is open. They will reveal everything. When it comes to madorandum and secretis, it's suppressed then only. Okay? Because of the pervertness. So these people, and be it an adult, okay? So these are like this tuberculum and all medorinum, they are nosodes. But the apt use of nosodes is important. When to use which nosodes? That we will understand through the study of materia medica. In turn, the study of rabbits. Okay. So hope this is cleared.
Yes. Yes, if I'm inviting Dr. Boblin to say a few words as well as the vote of thanks to the session once again.
Thank you. It's always a privilege to be among the
Thank-
speakers in IFPH platform where inspiration and encouragement comes in abundance.
Thank you, Dr. Raksha, on behalf of the IPH and on behalf of our group from Malaysia. We have a few new members today who join us also. And thank you for sharing your experience on carcinosing. I think it is a wide subject where the patient works very hard like Nurse Momika, but it's just the opposite because carcinosing is because of the family responsibility. You know, that's why she has to work so hard. Is it? Not because you want the perfection, but because of responsibility, right? So that is carcinosing character. And in when it comes to cancer cases, we have to look also on the pathological side and which are the remedies that are matching to that pathological condition. And for example, there are many remedies that can be used, but we will see, example, the discharge, the color, and many things else, you know. So maybe carcinosing is the constitutional remedy, but in between, maybe we have to prescribe a certain type of remedy that is matching. I think you share that too, especially arsenicum album. That is also related to the organ remedy like lungs, everything, according to Bernard. And okay, and not to on behalf of the IPH, once again, I would like to convey our sincere thanks to Dr. RAKSHA THAKKER and to all the committee members who are also here tonight, like Dr. Danesh, even though tomorrow is celebrating a big day, and Dr. Manoj too. So happy Diwali to Dr. Venugopal, and happy Diwali to all of you. And enjoy your holidays. And Dr. The Malayalam session also, Dr. Mariama is here. Happy Diwali to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the kind words. And it was like you made my day, an inspiration, a dose of inspiration on the auspicious occasion of Diwali as well.
Thank you, Dr. Boblim and Dr. RAKSHA THAKKER and those who attend the session in this evening, and wishing you all, once again a happy Diwali from my IFPH family. And tomorrow we will have a session from Dr. Mashood from Kerala, and he will be talking about an experimental self-study of some of homeopathic medicine along with the chemical fertilizer in plants and the particular action of Salicia vernum. So hope all of you will enjoy tomorrow's celebration as well as IABH webinar. Thanking you all once again. Good night. It's over to Dr. Mariama John to moderate the Malayalam session.